I want to show you how you can use logs and tracing to identify and zero in on a performance issue. In Sentry, logs and traces are connected. So we are going to use tracing to identify a performance issue and then move on to logs to actually see what is going on inside of the function that causes the slowdown. Let's begin. I have a React Native mobile app with an Express.js backend that uses AI to generate food recipes. For this session, I want to debug if there are any slow screens or any screens that are loading pretty slow. And to start, I'm going to go to the Insights mobile page in Sentry and move on to the mobile vitals immediately. In here, we can see all of the screens in my AI recipes application, and what I'm interested in is the time to full display, or the average, which is this column right here. For the analysis screen, we can see that it's 12.63 on average. That's how long it takes for this screen to fully load and for the content to become consumable. That's a lot, so I'm going to click into it. I don't care for app start in this scenario, so I'm going to go to the screen load immediately and scroll down in the table. Instead of looking at individual spans, I'm going to click the by event, and this is going to give us all of the runs in production that were measured. So here's a 15-second time to full display one. If we go to the second page, we'll see 11.34, 11.53. So let's go back and click into the 15-second one. All right, once we're in here, we're going to be presented a waterfall diagram of the trace, or the trace view. So this means that this trace was started when we navigated to the analysis screen. Something happened on the React Native side, so we can see these three GET requests, and on the right side we can see that the majority of the time was being spent on this API request, which was the /analyze. Okay, if we go into that one, first we're going to see that the icon changed. So from React Native now we see the Express.js icon. This means that we are moving the trace from the mobile app to the backend. So this happens on the backend. We can see some database queries got executed, a function got executed, the stream text function got executed. That's actually streaming the text from the LLM, etc. Out of these 15 seconds, 11.88 went into the stream text, but that's not something that we can optimize. What we can optimize are these 3 seconds, right? The analyze product use case. This is a function that is part of my code base, and I can see that 1.33 seconds were spent in the analyze ingredient compatibility function. All right, and this gives me an idea of, okay, we have these 3 seconds. This is how they're being spent. But if I want to go further, I can just click on the logs tab up here and look at all of the logs that happened both on the React Native side and backend. Why? Because logs and traces are connected. So if I scroll down and start from the very beginning, we can see that some Express.js logs got logged. Then we see some React Native logs, and then we're back in Express.js. So here's that compatibility function, the biggest one of those three. And this is what happens. Basically, all of the iterations are being logged out here. I have a list of all the ingredients, a list of all the timestamps. So yeah, if I were to optimize this function, I literally see all of the iterations that are happening at that time. So now I can go into my code base and do the optimization. So I hope this helps. If you want to learn more about our logs feature, go to our logs quick start page. Thanks for watching.